folks. By the way, many of you were asking, what was that bottle on the shelf behind me? Cinco de Mayo, right? There you go. It's hard to see because it's. This is the Rocks tequila. It's pretty good, and I'm a big Reposado fan. And Turamana is a good, smooth Reposado. So that's what I'll be having this evening to celebrate Microsoft, among other things. All right, let's get to it, shall we? 3 at 3 begins now. Sorry, Sting. Got to say bye-bye. Bye-bye, Sting. All right, 3 at 3, folks. Let's get to it. Disclaimer. You need to be aware that this is for educational purposes only and informational purposes. Those two alone, not as a financial advisor. You need to talk to the appropriate party for you about who that might be. All right. You want to learn more about what we do at Market Rebellion as far as unusual option activity, as far as education, coaching, mentoring. We do it all over at Market Rebellion. We do it for stocks. We do it for options. We do it for futures, and crypto launches this month as well. You can check it out at marketrebellion.com. And if you want specifically information about what I'm going to be showing you today, which is unusual option activity, or UOA, just go to marketrebellion.com/UOA. All right. Microsoft, we talked about it yesterday, said 17,000 of those calls traded. By the time I'd updated you during the show yesterday, 40,000, that's 4 million share equivalent. Do you think they knew anything? Maybe. Let's see what happened. Well, see, there's those prints. There's those 40,000 contracts, as you see on the left side of your screen. On the right side, you see the blocks, trading like water between $100.50, which would be $150, up to about $1.90, at least on the screen, those blocks, which would be $190, because every option is for 100 shares of stock. Whoops, another fill coming through. I love it when that happens during the show. Thank you. All right, so with that one, bang. All right, let's take a look at how those did today, shall we? So as we cited them yesterday, they bought them from $1 up to almost $1.94, I guess. Okay, so let's say from $1 up to $2. Where'd they go today? Let's see. Well, to $4.45, because there you see it on your screens, folks. $4.45. They have traded 18,000 of those. So in other words, they took a lot of profits today. They doubled their money and then some. Say if you were in at $1 and you're getting out at $4, how'd you like to make 300%? Net 300%. That's the kind of paper I like to follow. So as you see, these calls from the close yesterday are up 104%. Now, when you and I were doing this broadcast, you still had a chance yesterday to get in and make that an even bigger return. And that's not taking into account the high of the day is 445, and that 18,000 contracts changed hands. But that, my friends, was a very nice trade. And that's why this little baby will be very much appreciated, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. All right, let's take a look also at Tesla, shall we? Tesla, we talked about it yesterday, and we said, hey, early in the day, they were buying these calls when the stock was $7.01, and that they paid from $4 up to $10 for these calls as it ran. And yesterday, during our show, it was up to $740 a share. So where did those 800 calls that expire this coming Friday, where did they go to today? Take a look at that arrow, folks. They opened the day at $21.70. They traded up to $26.70. So even if you paid $10 yesterday for these calls. You're still sitting pretty on them because you more than doubled them on the opening. And they went up as high as $26. And that is, of course, if you did not get any at $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 on the way up to 10. All right? That's why trading options is so fun, because there are all these embedded bits of information. How far out into the future? In this case, it was 4 days. Today, it's only 3 days left until expiration, because you have tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. Then it's it. Also, what strike price? They thought the stock would go up $100 from where it was last Friday. By the way, Elon Musk had a baby boy. Congratulations to mother and father of the new baby. I didn't see the name, but I did see that Elon Musk tweeted out a picture of the child in his arms, and the child had tattoos on his face. I doubt if they actually tattooed that kid. I don't think he's inked up yet. But knowing Elon, it won't be long. All right, let's get into new activity. 3 at 3 right now. Take a look at Liberty Global. That's LBTYK. This one, bullish call buying. The stock was $20.74. They bought 5,500 of these May 22 calls. So what do we know about this? Well, let's see. Number one, these are regular Mays, so they don't expire this Friday, but the following Friday. So instead of May 8th, they expire on the 15th of May. If it was any other expiration, we would have told you that, but it's regular May expiration. So they want approximately, let's say in the neighborhood of 10, 12 days, something like that. They paid 45 cents and 50 cents for these calls. Okay, so that's $45 because every option is for 100 shares of stock. So they paid $45 to $50, 5,500 times. Okay, so it's $250,000 trade like that. That's why I follow it. And where is it now? $20.80. So as you can see, it's virtually where it was when we saw it just a little bit ago, Liberty. So probably still available for right around that 50-cent level. Again, you're controlling a $20 or $21 stock for 50 cents. Now, the way I look at that, folks, that is a very small premium to be in this stock. Instead of getting 10-to-1 leverage, you're getting nice leverage on this trade without risking all that much, because if these options start turning against you, my discipline is I will get out at 25 cents if I've paid 50 cents. Let's see where they go, shall we? Next of our 3 at 3, I've got trade number 2, Noble. So take a look, energy play, Noble. They're buying with the stock at $9.33. They're buying the May 10 calls. So also calls that are out there, the 3 days this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, plus 7 more days, 10 days into the future, these calls will be something or nothing. Because right now they're nothing. It's all extrinsic value, out of the money value. So that's upside means that somebody thinks that maybe we get a little pop, like we got a 21% pop in crude oil today. Maybe we get a pop in some of these plays in the energy space. Maybe. So I bought these, paid 42 cents, I believe, for these. They're right now, I believe, still, you could buy them cheaper than me, folks, because it's $9.07 right now for the stock. So I'm betting that these calls that I paid 42 cents for, you can buy them for under 40. I'm not telling you what to do, I'm telling you that's approximately where they're trading. All right, the final third trade of our 3 at 3. Let's do it right now. That trade is gold, GLD. So what did they do? They bought 1 million share equivalent of the July 180 calls. So if you're new, you're saying, John, they bought 10,000 calls. How's that 1 million? Well, because every call is for 100 shares of stock. So if they bought 10,000 of these calls, you just move that decimal place over 2 more, and you'd say they could control 1 million shares of this ETF from 180 to wherever it goes. Now, do they think it's going to pop like that today? Well, again, look at the time frame, the embedded information. Could it pop today? Of course it could. Could it pop tomorrow? Of course it could. But these are options, folks, that expire in July, which is May, June, July, 3 months out. So approximately 3 months into the future, let's say it's less than 90 days, let's say 80 days, something like that, out into the future. They think the stock could make a move between now and 80 days into the future. So this is not somebody who thinks they have tomorrow's newspaper today. They may want to invest for the longer ride here, and that's why they bought these calls. Out of the money? Yes, please. $20 out of the money, because the stock's approximately 160, or the ETF rather, and they're buying the 180 calls. So the 180 calls, again, they paid $1.48. How much is that? That's $148, folks, 10,000 times. So that is a $1.5 million, or if you want to be, a persnickety type, $1.48 million trade that went off like that. That's why I want to follow this person. Male, female, I don't care. Somebody who's got better information probably than you and I have is buying these calls. And there's a map of where they went. As you saw, they were buying them with 159.80. Now they're 160.61, and they've been higher. So in other words, somebody thinks that maybe we get a little pop out of gold here. And why would gold pop? Gold goes up, folks. It moves opposite of the dollar, usually. It also is a safe haven for people that think perhaps that they're diluting our currency. They're not making it worthless, as Warren Buffett would say, but worth less, because they're running the printing presses like crazy. Is it that? Is it because of the global pandemic? What is the reason? We don't know, but we know that somebody bought a lot of calls believing that the ETF for gold goes significantly higher, or at least makes a pop, and these calls that they paid $1.48 for could go much deeper, much more value in the future. All right, that is our 3 at 3. I appreciate you joining us. I hope you tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow I'll, of course, have 3 at 3 o'clock Eastern time. And I've got Mr. Pena joining me. This is a brilliant oil trader. I'm really looking forward to the discussion. It's a one-on-one, long format discussion that we'll have, and I'm really looking forward to it. Follow my Twitter account. You'll see all about it. Thank you, folks. I hope you have a great day wherever you are. I hope things are good and that you are in good health, and keep yourself in good health. Cinco de Mayo, baby. Tequila. This one's going down pretty quick. Thank you.